I just woke up and for breakfast today, I think I'm gonna make something I usually don't make. I just had a random craving for oatmeal. I like to make something quick. So whether it's oatmeal or like eggs and toast, I like to make something that will probably be done in like 15 minutes or less. So let's go make some breakfast. Okay, that should be enough. Gonna add some hot water and a little bit of almond milk to get this going. So oatmeal's making progress. As soon as I said I usually eat eggs for breakfast, I automatically just start craving an egg. So I'm also gonna fry up an egg. Garlic powder. Okay. All right, my oatmeal is done. I'm gonna add crunchy peanut butter. My house has been obsessed with crunchy peanut butter for the past 3 weeks now. We've been having like PB&J sandwiches for dessert. I just thought I'd continue that obsession with my breakfast. So add a little bit of peanut butter. Wow. That either looks really good or like dog food. I'm gonna add a little bit of agave on top just for a little bit of sweetness. All right, here's my breakfast. My not so appetizing looking oatmeal with peanut butter and agave. I decided last minute to do an egg, and I love ketchup. It's like my favorite condiment. And my almond milk with a splash of coffee. Time to dig in. I want an egg first. I love having eggs for breakfast, and I always have it with ketchup. Ever since I was a kid, my mom would always just put ketchup on my plate. I just have to eat it with ketchup. Like I mentioned, I think today's gonna be a busy day because Janet and I have like a speaking event, and I think the event goes on for around 2 hours. So it kind of falls in between like lunchtime. Like I think check-in is at 12:30 and we end around 2:30. So I wanted like a heartier meal because I don't have time for lunch until like afterwards. So this is my version of like a thicker or heartier breakfast. If I don't eat on time, I get really cranky. So this will help alleviate that person that comes out when I don't have food. For now, I'm gonna finish eating breakfast and then head up to get ready for my therapy appointment and then makeup and then start my day. All right, just finished breakfast and like I mentioned, right now I'm gonna get ready for my therapy appointment with BetterHelp. To be honest, I've been feeling a little bit stagnant lately and just kind of more easily irritated and frustrated, and I just wanted to talk with my therapist to kind of figure out why. And one activity she recommended was kind of just writing out like reasons why I feel balanced or not. So I'm gonna be working on that before my appointment. But with that, I do wanna thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. As you all can see from my YouTube videos, I have definitely benefited from my appointments with them. You've seen me cry in this exact robe about feeling lost in transition, and my appointments every month have definitely helped me get over that hump and just better understand what I'm going through. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match with your own licensed professional therapist. In around 48 hours, you can start communicating with someone. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it's professional counseling done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise within the BetterHelp counseling network that may not be available in many areas, and this service is available worldwide. You can also either communicate with your phone, your laptop, whatever works for you. For me personally, I like to do monthly video sessions with my counselor. That is a method that's worked best for me. I like the face-to-face interaction. BetterHelp also makes it really easy for you to switch counselors at any time, and it's definitely more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. So if you feel like you need help like me, visit betterhelp.com/AsianBossGirl. That's better H-E-L-P, and join over 2 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. We do have a special offer for our ABG audience. Get 10% off your first month when you go to betterhelp.com/AsianBossGirl. Again, that's betterhelp.com/AsianBossGirl. And as I go into my counseling session, let's see what Janet's eating right now.
Good morning. I'm gonna show you guys what I have for breakfast. I generally am very simple and a creature of habit. I always have some sort of like oatmeal or cereal, and I love bananas and I love blueberries. So I'll show you what I'm having specifically today. So a little trick that I use around the winter months when it gets to be a little bit colder is I will just quickly nuke my soy milk in the microwave very quickly for like 30 seconds just to warm it up. We got a fresh box right here. Let me also show you how I make my coffee. I think people who are really into coffee are gonna cringe right now, but to keep it simple in the mornings, I use instant. I'm staying with my parents right now, so I am using my dad's beautiful water heater, or water thermos. I think a lot of Chinese people will recognize these from the Chinese markets. Hot water. Spoonful of this. Quick cup of caffeine right here.
I honestly don't know what to eat for lunch. In times like this, I just open up the fridge, open up my cabinets, and scavenge my options. Nothing I kind of want right now from the fridge, so let's check somewhere else. Okay, this is my instant noodle and rice cabinet. So after scavenging the cabinets in the fridge, I think I'll just do something really easy and quick for lunch. I'm gonna boil some frozen dumplings. Gonna do this, and maybe I'll boil some veggies to have on the side, but lunch, we'll keep it simple and have this. All right, decided to add some vegetables to today's lunch. One thing I've been doing a lot more of lately is steaming my veggies. It's the quickest and most healthiest way to get your vegetables. What we like to do is, my house, we go to Trader Joe's, one of our go-tos. We get their pre-washed broccoli florets, and what I like to do now is I get their carrot sticks. So what I usually do is like steam a bunch of veggies. I will say I'm someone that isn't usually craving like, oh, I want broccoli, but I feel like I need to eat more vegetables. And I was talking to Janet about this, and she's like, the best way is just to add more things to your plate. So I'm like, you know what, let me add, I do just eat dumplings, let me just add more vegetables to my meal. So I'm gonna steam these. I'll be honest, I don't always wash my vegetables because it said it's pre-washed. Okay, my water's boiling for the dumplings. I hate doing this part. Like I always get afraid to drop the dumplings in and the water will splatter and burn me, but okay, let's try. Do like one by one. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Boil. All right, looks like my pan for the veggies are also ready to go. Just stick it in here. I will say, ever since getting the steamer, it's been extremely helpful. This is the Always pan. I personally like using it, so here's the veggies. All right, as my dumplings boil and my veggies steam, I thought this is a perfect time to kind of go over, I will say, one of the most important things when eating dumplings, the sauce. Not to toot my own horn, but my sauce is phenomenal. And I got this from my mom. So I kind of just want to show you what I put in my dumpling sauce. Also, I should do a quick mention that I did a dumpling episode with Stephen Lim for his for Watcher, and we did a dumpling episode, and we competed on whose sauce is better. I won. So I was like, this is how good the sauce is. Okay, so this is a secret ingredient I use. It's memi. It's actually a Japanese noodle base. And then I add a little bit of sesame oil, white vinegar. This is really good, one of my favorite hot sauces. It's Ningchi's chili with garlic. You combine all these 4 things together, it's perfect. And honestly, like, again, I'm like the type of person that just eyeballs my ingredients. So I just kind of, there's no measurements here. But this time I also want to add some like raw garlic slices. I love garlic, so I'll be preparing the sauce as I wait for my dumplings to boil. There we go. Okay. All right, and like that, lunch is ready to serve. Again, I have the vegetables and then the dumplings. Since the dumplings already have the sauce that I made, which was amazing, I don't put sauce on the steamed veggies. And what I like to do during lunch is I have my phone next to me and I put on a show. And I do think during lunch there's like certain eating shows I watch. So currently I'm watching the Return of Superman reruns, which is this Korean show which follows celebrity dads taking care of their children for 48 hours. So this is my routine. Time to dig in. A little bit of sauce. Mmm.
Okay, now now it's time for lunch, and I'm gonna make a staple lunch that I go to. Very, very quick, very simple, and very filling. It is a hummus avocado egg toast. We've got bread, we've got our egg, avocado, hummus, and red pepper and lemon pepper. Toasted bread. So most of you know I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I like to make things as quick and easy as possible. So I've come up with a way to cook an egg in the microwave instead of the stove. It takes a little bit of time and it depends on the microwave setting that you have. But basically, I'll show you what I do. Step 2, add a little bit of water to cover the top of the egg. Step 3, put some saran wrap over the top. Put it in the microwave. Here's where it will differ based on the microwave that you have. I usually test it out at 30, I start with 30 seconds and then I will follow up in like 15-second increments. Usually it's gonna be about a minute-ish. So let's give it a try. Decent looking avocado. Gonna cut this up. First, we're gonna put a layer of hummus. You really only need like half the container. Put that on. Next, we'll add the avocado. Smush that on top. Okay, now for the moment of truth. The egg that I cooked in the microwave. So I'm gonna use the saran wrap and dump out the excess water into the sink. Take a look at this. Come on, egg. Ooh. Okay. Okay, it's not the prettiest, but it'll work. Some of that lemon pepper and some red pepper. And I like to cut this into thirds. This is one of my go-to lunches. I promise you, it is delicious and it's quick, and I don't ever get tired of it.
All right, it is officially dinner time. I did choose to take off my makeup and put my hair up because technically the day is done and I don't want to be sitting in makeup. Okay, so what's for dinner? So dinner usually at my house, it becomes like a, kind of like a potluck. So pretty much my housemates and I, we like to cook together and kind of eat family style. So I'll kind of share with you what we're making. Today, you see I have tomatoes, I have some eggs. I'm gonna be making tomato egg. I also want to try making this like Chinese dish with firm bean curd, which was really hard to find, and chives. We have miso salmon.
Yeah!
And what is that?
Stir fry. Vegetable stir
Some
fry.
yu choy and some asparagus.
Okay. Are we gonna bake it? Or are we gonna, what are we gonna do with it?
We're gonna bake it because we're lazy.
Okay.
We're gonna bake it. It's gonna be
Awesome.
great.
And we're also cooking some rice. All right, so when we cook during dinner, it does feel like Iron Chef. On my side, I'm cooking with my, my cutting board, my knife, and beating my eggs. And let me just flip the camera around so you see what's on the other side. We have Erin over here cutting up some garlic. Yum. And then Darlene over here, cooking up some asparagus. This is a dish I feel like I grew up eating. Do you guys know what this is? This is a firm bean curd. My grandparents used to work at a tofu factory, so I'd always have this, for dinner. Dara and I are gonna tag team my dishes because we're hungry. I started the garlic for the bean curd, and she's gonna tap in for the bean curd. I'm gonna come in with the tomato egg, and we're gonna eat in like 5 minutes. So, thanks, Dara. All right, we're in the final hour, final minutes of the meal. I'm making this for the tomato egg. You have to do like a cornstarch with ketchup mixture. That's like the secret ingredient because the sweetness from the ketchup. So I got potato starch, which is equivalent, and a little bit of 2 tablespoons of ketchup. 1, 2, that's like 2, right? And then add a little bit of water. Mix. Now I'm going to add the cornstarch mixture into the tomato and then cook that for a little bit and then add in the egg, and then we're pretty much done there. Okay, that's pretty much done. We have the salmon, the veggies, the tomato egg, more veggies, and the bean curd or dogan. Time to eat.
Dinner is usually my biggest meal of the day, and because I'm currently staying with my parents, I am lucky enough to have my mom prepare dinner. She just called me and said that dinner's ready, so I'm gonna go downstairs and let's see what's for dinner. We've got some brown rice, delicious, refreshing cucumbers, and this is something called tempura. It's basically like a fish cake kind of thing. To end this day, my mom is making me eat some goji berries. This is a bag that she got from Costco. My mom follows a lot of kind of like traditional Chinese nutrition, and in Chinese nutrition, goji berries are used often as like a superfood, kind of like the way that people talk about berries in American culture that are really high in antioxidants and have a bunch of other health benefits. So she encourages me to eat them daily the way that I would take vitamins, and she says to have exactly 12. I'm not sure why that's the number, but that's what she's tested for her body, and she says that it's one of those things that will maintain good health. So here we go. I do love goji berries, they are delicious. Whoops, man down. Okay, bye.